Hi, welcome back to another episode of the Sunday Vibes at NST podcast. And yes, I'm in the house and we have Elena in the house too, as usual.
Paralyzed with fear
Because we don't have a guest today, so it's just going to be the two of us.
Just the two of us.
Anyway, you know what? What are we going to be talking about today?
Okay, so we're going to be talking about a very, very pertinent subject. It's about... Pertinent.
What is that?
I used a big word.
What
pertinent
does that mean?
An important subject.
Oh, really?
Yes. It's about getting old.
Then I think I'm going to exit right now because I have no idea what you're talking about.
I'm sure you do know
That's
what
not
we are talking
pertinent.
about.
I don't think that's pertinent enough. I think food is pertinent.
I think you're in denial.
Fine. Okay, get on with it then. Let's just dive in.
So getting older. I'm not saying getting old as in we are now senior citizens and we need to, pack it in and ride off into the sunset. But we're going to talk about the changes over the years because I think we are old enough.
Oh, I don't like that word.
Okay,
can you use something else like mature? Mature is a better word, no?
Okay, so we are mature enough to have seen things change over the years.
That's true. That's true.
Okay, so we're talking about, remember that rotary phone?
What?
Hey, you don't pretend you don't know, okay?
I have no idea.
You seriously are pretending.
Wait, no, I'm not pretending. What the hell is a what?
The rotary phone, the one.
Oh, that's cool.
Okay, those of you who can't see me hearing it, I'm just doing my finger. You know how you used to dial the numbers?
Don't use your finger unnecessarily.
I am just trying to show you what a rotary phone is, and I'm quite sure you had it in your house.
Okay, wait. I didn't know that that's called a rotary phone.
A rotary phone.
Okay, so I had a phone, yes, with the what do you call it? The handle?
The receiver. Hey, come on, man.
I don't even know what it's called. So it's a receiver.
Yes.
And I remember something like a big body. It was black in color.
Yes.
And you had to literally, it had holes that you put your finger in.
And
no, that doesn't sound right.
No. Yeah, you put your finger in the hole and then you turn it.
Round.
You go round. So say if your number was, say,
6274.
Okay, 6274. Although that's not really a phone number.
That is a phone number.
You put your finger in the hole that says 6.
That does not sound right. You do not put fingers in holes. Okay, never mind. Phone.
Okay, phone holes.
Continue.
That sounded even worse.
Okay,
so you put your finger in 6 and then you turn it all the way and then you put your finger in the 4 and you turn it. So it's like you're dialing the number lah.
So the whole process could actually take you half a day to get to the person?
You do know our producers are laughing at us because I think they have no clue what we're talking about.
I think they're Gen Zs.
All these Gen Zs are just laughing at us. They say, what is this rotary phone?
No, I think they probably
nonsense.
have it somewhere, as a vintage item somewhere, you know what I mean?
Yeah, in the museum.
Yeah, well, okay. Okay, I don't have any rotary phones nowadays. Do they exist?
I don't know, honestly. I wonder what happened to my rotary phone.
Okay.
So we have a rotary phone. Okay. And the one where you can actually lock it. There's a little padlock. If say you don't want your kid to be calling their friends all the time.
Why would you lock?
Seriously, you're just a year younger than me, and you're talking like as though you're 10 years younger than me.
No, wait. Why would you lock your phone?
Because we dial our friends, we won't be able to dial. Put the finger in the hole and turn.
So you mean our parents would have done that? They would have locked the phone for some reason?
They lock the phone. There's a special phone lock for it.
So unlike today's smartphones or handphones where we actually just have password or like a code.
Exactly.
So they actually had a padlock.
They had a little padlock.
Oh my God. Okay.
Oh my God, you're just a year younger than me.
Okay. I was deprived of the rotary phone.
Okay. Forget about that. How about socializing without the use of internet?
Wait, I'm just trying.
Back in the day, right, do you remember when we want to log in to the internet, then there'll be a like that?
Okay.
All of you are pretending you all don't know anything,
I don't.
Seriously.
I'm not pretending. I don't know. I don't recall having that noise. Was there something wrong with your...
That was the way it was back in the day when you tried to log into the internet. It wasn't like now
was there
where
internet?
It's almost immediately. Well, yeah. When it was at its infancy lah.
What year kind of?
I can't remember what year. It feels like a long time ago.
Okay. So there was a long...
Feels like I'm the only ancient one in this room lah.
Because I have
Nonsense,
no idea. I have no idea what you're talking about.
And they all are looking blankly at
That's okay, because I'm looking blankly at you as well.
Okay. Do you know there was a time when TikTok didn't exist?
Okay.
And TikTok was tick tock, tick tock.
Was a
That was a clock.
And that's why it's called TikTok.
Yes. So
Okay.
you see, there was a time where all these modern things that we are enjoying right now didn't
And taking
exist.
for granted.
And we take it for granted,
Yeah,
right?
because I remember the most high-tech thing I had, okay, was a Walkman. And
right.
do you remember what a Walkman was?
Yeah,
I think a Walkman held cassettes. No.
If I can remember the damn rotary phone, I can remember a Walkman.
Okay,
lah.
so
Just saying.
I remember in England, and I had a red Walkman, and that was like coveted, because it was something that was so super changgih. To have
Kan.
one, it's like you have arrived.
Right.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
remember buying a Sony Walkman, putting in my ears and then,
Yeah, going down the street and
walking and dancing. And
yeah. So what do they have now? Like instead of the Walkman?
What, they got Spotify all. You can just listen on their phone. They don't need a damn Walkman. That time we had cassette tapes, remember or not?
Yes.
Then the spool will come out, then we'll use the pencil and roll it in.
Yeah, another finger job, is it?
Another finger. We were doing a lot
things
of
with our
finger
fingers.
jobs that time,
Yeah, very useful. Okay,
We're quite
okay.
adept with our fingers.
Okay, all right. Moving along, because I don't
So
think we
wrong.
should move this to X-rated content.
No, I'm not saying that. It's you that's thinking about finger jobs right now.
Anyway,
Poking holes and
on
all
the
that.
subject of communications,
Okay,
how
fine.
about the joy of receiving handwritten letters?
Right.
Receiving news that way.
These young punks all won't know about letters. They'll be asking.
What do you mean they
thinking,
don't know
what
about-
letters? Letters, we don't know. What is that? What's that? Postman? What's that?
Do they exist? Do postmen exist today?
God, the postman uncle still comes and puts
They do,
bills in my post box lah. No
but
letters.
bills, but not letters, right?
No letters lah. No letters.
Yeah, because I remember. Let me share with you something, because this is the joy and anticipation of receiving handwritten letters. Because I remember one of my earliest boyfriends, okay, because I remember I just got to know him and then I had to leave for England, and so he was stuck in Kedah, and the only way that we could communicate, I don't think we did it by phone because that would have been expensive for him to call overseas, right?
Right.
So we communicated via letters, and you know
Okay.
what? Because to this day, many decades later, I still remember, because he had the best handwriting ever, and I don't associate good handwriting with men. I'm sorry. Okay, boys. Oh no, that's
Okay
boys.
lah,
boys.
lah.
Teenage boys. Okay.
Some guys have got good.
Yeah. So
handwriting.
anyway, he would have been about. I would say he was about 14. So we were conducting, letter writing at the age of 14. Anyway, and what was the beauty of it was, I think back in those days, stationaries were also quite special.
Right.
Because you would have envelopes with like little flowers in the corner or some kind of design in the corner.
Yes,
and then you would have the actual paper that you write the letter on would either be scented or it could be like pastel-y or something like that.
Yeah. Sometimes
Do you
they'll
remember?
have little gold dust on it.
Yeah, so I remember when
See what y'all are missing.
when he used to write to me, I would receive the letter in my mailbox and I would quickly grab the letter because, in those days, mom and dad would not approve of me having boyfriends,
course.
right? Quickly grab the letter and bring it to school. And then in the privacy of the toilet cubicle, I would open the letter and then suddenly this smell of talcum powder or some kind of perfume would permeate the toilet because obviously he would have either doused it or he would have like sprinkled some powder on it. And there would be this, I was so excited because it's so special, to be receiving letters.
Back then, they also used to have the thing called aerogram.
Oh, I remember
The one
aerogram.
where it's a letter, but it's also an envelope. So you write it on a piece of paper, then you
Yes,
fold,
I
and
remember
it
that.
becomes an envelope. Then you just write
And
the address.
the bad thing about that was because in order to open it, to get to the
You have to
content,
tear.
you have to tear. And sometimes you tear into the writing.
Correct,
Right? Because
correct.
you just tear it the
Yeah,
wrong way.
yeah.
Or they've glued it the wrong way. Or something. I can't remember.
I used to remember my sister used to send love letters to India to her then boyfriend, who's now her husband. And because it was back in the day where they didn't have emails and you know.
make it sound like we were born in the dinosaur
I know,
era.
but
it's
felt
not.
that way because they could only afford one phone call a year.
What?
One phone call because phone calls were expensive.
Very expensive,
Very
yeah.
expensive. So they used to write all the time. And I was the designer of the letter. So when she writes, I will draw little cartoon, little heart-shaped
Did
balloons.
you used to put stickers on the letters?
Yes, she'll
To
write,
just
and then
decorate?
she will send parcels to him, and he will send parcels to her. Then he will send photographs. Back in the day, it's not like WhatsApping photographs and all. You know, I tell you something. The romance of that era is lost today.
No, because
That mystery.
Yeah, and the anticipation, of the snail mail, waiting excitedly. Because life was more exciting, I felt, because the simple stuff were very exciting. Because now everything is so instant. So you have instant messaging. You don't even have to wait. And when you don't have to wait, what's the excitement in that? Because everything is so fast.
And we used to have, back in the days, right, in the magazines and all that, they used to have like, if you want pen friends, they will put their address there. Then you'll just send letters to France, send letters. So we used to have pen pals.
Wait, what magazine? What newspaper? What is
I can't remember. I know it was some youth magazine where there was a thing where you can put in your name and address and everything. So you can find pen pals. And I had one from France and Pakistan.
Is there such a thing as pen pals today? Is that a concept that's quite alien?
I don't know whether they have pen pals today though.
Well, the only way I know we connect with people from around the world is through online dating apps. Is that the same as pen
No,
paling?
it wasn't the same because back then it was very innocent. So
really?
I had two pen friends, one from Pakistan, one guy, and one girl from France.
Could you have seen their photos before you decide to become pen
No,
pals?
but it's not a matchmaking thing. It's just finding a friend.
Yeah, but what happens if he's like super ugly and you don't want to know him?
Why would you be superficial? It's not like you're going to marry the guy. It's just being friends. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter if he looked like the back of the bus. It was just finding friend and learning about them.
Okay, so my conclusion is we were less shallow back then.
We were definitely not
because it
shallow.
Didn't matter how the person looked, right? Because these days when you swipe and you see someone who looks like a dog,
that's because you want to date somebody.
No, that's not true.
Maybe you don't want to date somebody that looks like a dog.
Not even to make
I like
friends.
Dogs.
Not even to make friends. I would probably say, if he looked like a serial rapist, I don't think I would agree to be his friend. And if I were pen paling with somebody from across the world,
wait, what? How would a serial rapist look like?
I have an idea what they might look like.
Okay, but anyway, back in the days, we used to have pen pals. We used to have rotary phones.
Okay.
We used to
I don't understand why it's called rotary phone though.
Because it's rotary.
Is that what rotary means? Like doing it like that?
I think so.
So what's Rotary Club then?
That's different lah.
But it's
Rotary Club is also like a wheel one.
Is it?
Yeah, their thing. Listen,
Okay, we digress.
We're not going to talk about Rotary Club right now, okay?
I'm just curious. I mean, because Rotary, the origins of words, that's what happens when we're
journalists. Maybe we should have
journalists.
another podcast on that.
Okay, never mind. Okay, how about entertainment and hobbies? What kind of things did you do that you looked forward to when you were growing up?
I collected stamps. Or rather, my sister did.
I did too. And I collected all the Princess Diana, Prince Charles.
Exactly. All the Princess
England
Diana.
ones.
Yeah, whenever they got engaged, the picture of them like that and like that. I mean, who wants to have a stamp of Camilla and Charles? Diana was the in thing. So it was like all her pretty face, her side profile, and then the wedding ones.
Okay, because I was in England, obviously, at that time. So back here, when you're collecting stamps, what were the valuable stamps? Was it from England?
From England, of course. All these stamps that
commemorative
stamps, they were quite popular.
And did you exchange stamps or sell stamps?
We don't sell. We have fellow stamp collectors, and say if we have extra of one and they have an extra of another, we can exchange stamps.
So if you had doubles or triples.
Yes.
Okay, because I remember I used to collect stamps too, and I had these really nice albums, with the
little film there where you slide your stamps on.
That's right.
Like I said, nobody knows about stamp collecting.
No, but don't they collect stamps these days? What do they collect?
I don't know what
days?
they collect these days. Definitely not stamps.
Boyfriends?
I don't no idea.
Oh, okay.
So we're so mean, huh? No. I'm sure you collect other stuff.
Yeah. That doesn't sound right either. But okay.
Okay. What else?
Stamps.
Okay, collecting stamps.
Okay. I used to indulge in board games because growing up in England, my parents decided that the way to keep us in check and not be naughty and keep us, our times full was to buy boxes and boxes and boxes of board games. So I have a dedicated storeroom in my house, or rather my parents' house in England, that's like right to the top, filled with all the board games
What,
that
like
we used to play.
Monopoly?
We had Monopoly, we had Cluedo, we had Amoeba, we had
Amoeba?
Cluedo, we had all sorts of games, all the English games.
My father bought one that was called Careers.
What the hell was
I
that?
have no idea. He bought weird one. Then he bought the Malay version of Monopoly, which was Saidina or something like that. I remember.
Saidina. So what was the hot
Can't
properties
remember
of
lah. Can't remember. I think maybe
Bukit Bintang?
Bukit Bintang or something lah. Maybe.
Because
no idea.
we were fighting over Mayfair and Bond Street and Leicester Square.
Yeah.
Yeah, I see. Oh, that's cool. How about outdoors? Being outdoors, because okay, you start first then, because that's
we played Ting Ting.
What's that? Hopscotch.
It's like hopscotch lah. You draw the squares and then you
hop.
You hop through the squares. You push a stone with your feet.
Why would you push a stone with your feet?
It's a long story. I can't explain the rudiments of the game, but
Okay,
let's put it this way. It was a very spirited game.
So how do you draw the
With chalk lah.
Oh, with chalk.
Ah.
So presumably it's got to be a surface that is you
it's
can
like
chalk it.
in our driveway. So my neighbor friend will come to my house, then we'll draw the chalk, and then the tiles we use to push with our feet is the construction tiles, the ones, the small tiles, right?
That you use for kitchen.
Because back
floor.
then they were building house somewhere there, so we'll go and get all the little tiles, and then we'll use it to push with our feet. And then we'll play lah, and then we'll fight, and then not talk to each other for a few days.
Was this a game that boys and girls used to play?
Yeah. Boys and girls. It was quite.
That sounds so fun.
Yeah, it was.
Because I remember there was something like a rubber band game that I remember we used to collect, those colorful rubber bands.
Right.
And then we would not weave them together, put them
Link
together,
them together, correct.
into like one long string, right? And then you would jump over them. And they would get higher and higher and higher.
And higher, yes. And I sucked at that because my legs were short.
Because
Still
I remember I loved that game because I could jump really high. And I remember a cousin of mine was super good. I think she was an athlete anyway. But
Chia, is it?
Yeah, that's right. So
shout out to Chia, my classmate.
Yeah, so she was really good. And I remember that game was popular. And we used to carry these rubber band, ropes inside our bags so that we could just whip them out anytime we wanted and play anywhere. Because you can play anywhere, right?
How about the small tiny beanbags? So what do you call it?
Oh my God.
Okay, say it loud.
Oh my God, what is it called? Batu Sumban. But no. But in those days, I don't think they were in a bag. We could just play with stones, right?
Yeah, but they also had the richer kids would have the one lah.
Sewn out
one, put rice
nicely, right?
inside. We all poor people will have the stone lah.
No, because or sometimes we had the the rubber seeds.
The saga seeds, the red color one.
Something like that.
That one
the rubber
small.
seeds. They were bigger.
The big one. Yeah.
Because I remember that. And then Batu Seremban got so bougie and they started making it so happening by putting the seeds inside, little pockets or packets or whatever.
So the richer kids, they had these little pouches with,
pouches.
They'll put rice inside or something to make it
padat.
Hefty.
Right.
So that they can play. The rest of us riffraffs, we use the
stones.
Biji getah lah.
Biji getah, that's
biji
it.
Getah.
Biji getah. And stones,
and
pebbles.
Stones lah, pebbles.
Yeah, okay, that's nice.
I just grew up in the Bronx or something lah.
No, I remember, the thing that I loved most, and I remember, of course, these are memories while I was still in Malaysia, because I think I left when I was 7 or 8 for England. I remember every evening, we would look forward to rain, because whenever it rained, our drains would rise, the water would rise, and all these tadpoles would rise along with the water. Okay? And we loved it because we would jump right in and start spooning out the tadpoles. And the simple joys of just playing with water and getting dirty.
That was before my time.
Excuse me. This was in Klang. I think you're from Klang too.
I don't know. I never heard of such things.
And now when I go back, I drive back, to where I used to grow up. And then I look at that drain where I used to feel like it was so deep, because it was knee deep and I'd scoop stuff out. And I'm looking at it and I'm thinking, damn, it's so shallow. How the hell did I think that it was so deep?
Right, because we were
Because
smaller.
I had little feet. I
Yeah,
had
yeah,
little
yeah.
feet. So, and it's like, and then I remember the shops, like every evening at 4:00 because we want to get, all the chickadees and twisties and all. Do you remember?
I remember the advertisement of
Which one?
chickadee. Saya Charlie chickadee yang rangup enak
Oh
sekali.
my God.
Cubalah nak lagi.
Wait.
Saya Charlie chickadee.
Wait, chickadees was the green packet.
The green one with the chicken
right?
with the guitar something like Saya Charlie chickadee.
Yeah. We would be like, unleashed.
Back in the days.
We would be unleashed out of the gate straight to the, to the pakcik that had his small shop. And then the chickadees and the twisties and everything.
Fun.
And then when I go back now, when I last visited, I used to think that journey from my front gate to the shops was so far.
But it wasn't.
Now when I come back and I'm thinking, shit, it's just there. So how did I think that I actually ran 100 meters to get to the shops when it's actually literally just there? So it must be like little feet, right?
Yeah.
Or little legs.
Back in the days.
Back in the days. The simple pleasures,
The simple pleasures
anticipation.
and the advertisements were so memorable. I can still remember, a lot of things.
Yeah. What about, talking about adverts and all that, how about TV shows and movies that we used to watch? Okay, because nowadays you can binge watch. You can watch one episode after another.
Yeah,
right?
now it's like you've got your Netflix and you've got your Hotstar.
Yeah,
and all
but in
that.
those days, in order for you to move to the
TV3
next, I don't know about that.
Untuk anda.
Okay, enough of that. So when we needed to watch the next episode, you have to wait a whole week. Before catching up on the next episode. And again, I think the buzzword for, back then, anticipation, excitement, because everything was delayed, like delayed gratification, it was more exciting. Even, to watch your favorite episode, you have to wait.
Yeah, you have to wait until next week.
Yeah.
And then God
that's it lah.
forbid if my parents arrange my tuition time at the same time that clash with that bloody program.
Then you miss it.
Hey, couldn't even record that time,
Yeah, actually, you can't, right? Because I remember I used to rush home to watch every Thursday this music program called Top of the Pops. This was in England. That's
Top of the
when
Pops.
you have the music charts and everything. And I used to love that. And then there were these two Australian TV series called Neighbours and Home and Away.
Oh, Neighbours. Okay.
Did you have Neighbours in Malaysia?
No lah, we didn't have.
Then
We
how
were
do you
not so
know?
canggih.
But how do you know about Neighbours then?
Magazine lah.
Oh.
Last time got a lot of magazines, man. Kylie Minogue there, man.
Shit,
Jason
yeah,
Donovan.
that's right.
Hey.
But you never watched it?
I never watched it.
Anyway, so we were the whole of England, all the school students were addicted to Neighbours and Home and Away. They were Australian TV series with very good-looking teenagers. So every day after school, we would rush home just to sit and watch that.
Mine was more Little House on the Prairie.
We had Little House on the Prairie, but that was in the late evening.
Yeah. So we'll watch that. Beauty and the Beast.
What's that? What? TV
A
series?
TV series, believe it or not, Beauty and the Beast.
Really?
About this woman who encounters a beast in New York and falls in love with this
That
beast.
sounds interesting. Who was in it? Any interesting actor?
Linda Hamilton. She acted and the
Terminator.
guy...
Linda.
Yeah.
Right, okay.
Back in one of her first roles, I think.
Okay. And
Yeah. But recently I went on YouTube to just watch. What the heck was this? So cringy and
was it bad?
stupid, but I loved it back then when I was young.
But in those days, everything that we today consider so
Yeah.
cringy, it was actually so sophisticated because we
I
didn't
know,
know anything
right?
better.
We
right?
didn't know anything.
Yeah. What about music then? What about fashion and trends? Can you remember the most
Oh my God.
cringy?
Okay, the cringy one for me was hair gel.
What
the
was it?
one that make your hair hard.
But we have hair gel today. What's the difference?
No, back then it was a thing you put your hair, then you make it stick out.
Why would you do that?
It was a fashion lah that time. So to get hair gel all was the thing,
Serious?
Yeah. So we get and then it'll smell like it's some very funky perfume smell and it's like coloured like orange colour or something. But of course you just use it to make your hair hard and like keep it.
What was the hairstyle back in those days? When you were at school,
I can't remember lah, but all I know is hair gel was the in thing and then shoulder pads.
Oh, like Dallas people, like Dynasty.
Like shoulder pad and then tie. Actually, tie was in at one point.
Wait. Girls or boys?
Girls also.
What kind of tie?
It's just like a loose tie, like they like how all these pop stars they'll come with their loose tie and then their big shirts and loose ties. So I remember convincing my father to buy me that outfit for Christmas.
But you know what? Now that you mention it, I have noticed that a lot of Gen Zs are sporting the 80s look, right? They're
Leg
wearing.
warmers.
Are they wearing leg warmers too?
No, I'm saying that.
Oh, back then. Why would you wear leg warmers in Malaysia?
Because Jane Fonda made it very popular. And last time Flash Dance all they'll wear leg warmers, so everybody started wearing
Over
leg
your
warmers.
leggings, right?
It's not leggings, it's leg warmers. So it's like
I know, but the thing is, you would have leggings and then you'd have the leg warmers on.
Yes, then you'll have your leg warmers.
Can you like actually describe what a leg warmer is in case people don't know what it is?
It's like a socks, but without the bottom part of it. So it just hugs your calves.
And why the hell would you wear it?
Because it was trendy.
Especially in Malaysia.
It was trendy. It was the in thing.
Really?
Yeah, I remember leg warmers.
So everybody wore leg warmers back
Not
then?
everybody lah. Everybody who was somebody wore it lah. So if you want to be somebody, you wear it.
I see. Because I remember like talking about trends. I remember, haircuts. Because
Lady Di haircut.
yeah, everybody wanted, in case no one knows who Lady Diana is, she's the mother of Prince William and Prince Harry.
Yeah,
correct. And the grandmother to Charlotte.
Yeah, Louis
and George, right? And Prince Charles's ex-wife, right? And she had the hair that everybody wanted. I think in Malaysia it was a big thing. Everybody wanted Princess Diana haircut.
Everybody who wanted her haircut because it was short.
It was short,
It
yeah.
was flicked back like that, flick.
Yeah.
So it was like this flickish thing going on. And I remember because my mother loved short hair on me. So she'll always say, till today, she'll say, why don't you get the Lady Diana haircut?
Yeah, they called it the Lady Diana
She'll
haircut.
just ask me that, they go and do la, the Lady Diana. Last time the Lady Diana haircut, do la again, very nice on you. She'll say that lah.
I remember my mother was different. I think she wanted the Lady Diana haircut on me. However, what she used to do, how I used to end up, my haircut was something like if somebody had put a bowl on my head.
Oh my God.
And just cut around it. So it was like a pudding bowl haircut. And I'm like, that is not Lady Diana haircut. How is that Lady Diana when it's like literally like Friar Tuck, like if you... In case no one knows who Friar Tuck is, he's a monk. He's a monk.
In Robin Hood.
In Robin Hood, right? So yeah, so it's like, I swear, I think the salon did that. They actually literally put a bowl on my head and they cut around it. And that's how they got the shape.
Mine was worse. Mine, there was in Kampong Delek there.
Where the hell is
Kampong
Kampong
Delek is
Delek?
one kampong lah, in Klang lah. So there was this
Okay.
hair salon, like a wooden one where the Chinese auntie in curlers will do your hair, right? So my father dragged us there and said, we want Lady Diana hairstyle. She has no freaking clue what's a Lady
Who the
Diana
hell
hairstyle.
Lady Diana is?
So she used to cut our hair so short, like we looked like we just escaped from a mental asylum. So it was like, she'll cut like, my father would say Lady Diana, she'll say, okay. And then she'll just cut her hair lah. Any way she wanted. So it came all really short and
Do you
ugly.
have pictures of your...
Oh, I do.
You
have
do?
really
We should
sad,
share it,
and I
actually.
have a depressed look on my face because it's like, this isn't Lady Diana at all, man. I'm going to go to school looking like a mental...
Could you get boys looking like that?
I don't know lah, but this auntie cut the hair all the same. I think everybody
had the same haircut, back in the 80s. Yeah.
She don't know how to flick the hair. She just cut everything short.
Yeah, I think
terrible.
you're right. Okay, then, our favorite subject, food, because, time is
food.
almost running out. How about dining out? Was there such a thing as going to cafes and, instant?
Nonsense lah. Last time it was like the biggest thing was going to KFC.
That was a treat, right?
That was a treat. And then KFC last time had the
big plate
dining ware, with the silverware and all that.
What? Really?
The plates, the silverware.
You mean they had cutleries and all that?
Proper dining
Restaurant. It was a restaurant.
So you go there, you sit with your plates and all that lah.
Wow.
Yeah, it was fantastic back then.
Was there McDonald's back then as well?
No idea, I can't remember. McDonald's
so-
came in later. It was KFC first.
So KFC was a thing?
Yeah.
Because I remember the first one when I was growing up in Malaysia was A&W. Was that?
Oh, yeah.
That was a big treat for us as well. Because usually it would just be like, makan at the gerai, or it would be, I don't know, gerai and mamak. Would be gerai and mamak, no?
No lah, we didn't even have that. Oh, maybe we used to have a Chinese shop that was near our house where the uncle made konlo mee. Konlo mee, not kolo
What the
mee.
hell is konlo mee?
Mee is something like wonton mee.
Ah,
So we used to have that. Konlo mee, isn't it? Okay. I'm talking out of. It's like having that. What's that? The third wall, lah.
Yeah, exactly. But now, right,
Okay.
everything again back to this concept of everything being instant and you don't have to wait because now you have those delivery apps. Right?
I know.
You don't even need to step out of the house. You don't even need to socialize with people.
My
You can
mom hates that.
Yeah, I don't like it either. I know it's convenient, but I think in this day and age, it's all about convenience but it's not always a good thing, though.
She rather goes to buy her groceries in person,
Yeah.
go to a physical.
Yeah, so you can pick
store
your own
and-
fruits and your own veg instead of having someone else pick for you and then send to the house where kononnya supposed to be convenient lah.
It is lah.
But
It
do you like that?
is.
Do you like that?
I mean, I think life has become a lot more fast-paced these
Okay.
days. We don't even have time for ourselves.
That's true.
Everything
Very
is
true.
required instantly. Everything you do, there is an instant thing attached to it. So you get very tired. Like this walking in slumber inside a grocery store, looking at the fruit and
Taking
pondering
your
on
time.
it. Too much time lah. I rather just what to do? I succumb to.
Oh, seriously? You
I have
actually
succumbed
like
to
it?
it. Yeah, I have to admit.
Yeah, but even like that's why I bring in, even to relationships now. You don't even have to go out and meet people. You just have to like flip, it's like a brochure.
Swipe left.
Swipe left, swipe right, and then choose. Okay, I like this one. Okay, swipe right. Is that right?
Swipe left if you don't like.
Yeah, swipe right.
Swipe
Yeah,
right
yeah,
if you
yeah.
like.
Yeah, so
I think.
everything, even shopping for men has become easier.
I mean, you can shop for a relationship now.
Oh, exactly. I don't know whether I like that. But
I
anyway,
also don't like
Oh,
that
you
lah.
know what? As
We are
usual,
out of time.
we are out of time. I think if we keep going back and back and back, I think there's a lot more to unearth, but we're not going to do that anymore.
We won't. We're going to embrace the future.
Yeah, and we're going to be more welcoming of things that
Yes.
come our way because you know what? It's not that we don't want it.
It's
but-
just that it was a different era.
Yeah, different era, and I think it's beautiful, really.
I think it was a nice sentimental era where people took their time.
Yeah.
I think there was time. Now there is no time. I think that's the big difference.
I don't know whether we had more time. Everybody has 24 hours in a
No,
day.
but it's just that we took our time in doing things.
Everything.
So there was an element of wait and element of anticipation, element of enjoying the
Yes.
present.
Yes.
Now we have no time to even live in the present. We are always looking at the future. Like,
Yeah.
we need this, deadlines.
That's
deadlines.
right. That's right.
So it's different.
Anyway, so we've come to the end of the show.
Yeah.
But thanks for tuning in, everyone. But don't forget to get your copy of Sunday Vibes, which is inside the New Sunday Times, feeling which you can always go online. And please, if you like this episode and you have something to comment, if there's something that you wish could come back from your past, do get onto our Instagram page, Al.
Let us know. It's Sunday Vibes _NST.
Yeah.
Ooh, I did that.
I know,
Without
smoothly.
mistakes.
Okay, until next time, keep those memories alive.
Bye.
Bye.